Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of the GF Chefs. On this episode we're going to show you how to make one of our favorite weeknight meals, which is our perfectly peppered pork chop. The first thing we did to create our perfectly peppered pork chops was to purchase a plethora of peppercorns. At pretty much any grocery store you can find a mixture of red, white, black, and green peppercorns. This is what we used, and we used about 2 tablespoons of it to season our pork chops. And as you can see, those look really nice and peppery. They'll give the pork chops a little bit of a bite, but it will round out once you see what else we have to go with it. So to accompany our perfectly peppered pork chop, we decided on some thinly sliced sweet potatoes, some julienne onions, and some sauteed spinach. And so this is what it looks like. We just took one sweet potato and sliced it about 1/8 of an inch thick, and did the same thing on the julienne with our onion. And what we'll do is we'll put those into a hot pan and cook those up to go with our pork chops. So now that we have our pan and olive oil heated up, we want to take our sweet potatoes and layer them nicely around our pan. We don't want to crowd it too much, but we want to make sure that we get most of our potatoes in a good layer. And we want to let these cook over medium-high heat for about 5 to 7 minutes. Now that we've let our sweet potato medallions saute for just a bit, we want to add in our onions that we julienned earlier. And let this all cook for about another 3 to 5 minutes or so. After your sweet potato medallions and the onions caramelize nicely, you want to take them from the saute pan and place them into a glass baking dish. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. So while our pan is still hot, we'll go ahead and put our pork chops in, sear them on each side for about 2 minutes until they're nicely caramelized, and then place them right on top of our sweet potato and onions. Now that we've sauteed our sweet potato and onions and seared our pork, we will be placing it into the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. So about 5 minutes before our pork chops finished baking in the oven, we sauteed down a little bit of spinach, pulled everything out, and this is what our final product is going to look like. We have our perfectly peppered pork chops, some sauteed sweet potatoes with onion, and a little bit of sauteed spinach with our tablespoon of garlic. That's all from us here at the GF Chefs. As always, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay gluten-free.